And I'm thinking in hindsight I probably should have caught Deoxys at the start of this segment, but whatever, I don't really care. So we're done with battles for a little while. I might add one to the end of the segment, since today being Wednesday means I can go and fight my rival. He just sort of blocks you from entering the Pokemon League as you're about to go in on Mondays and Fridays, so I could probably go and sort of challenge him there. Don't know why I opened up the PC box, aside from the fact that I would like to put something in my party instead of the Tropius. But went and put Surf on Gyarados, got rid of Whirlpool, because this is actually my third time trying this segment, and the addition of Surf to Gyarados means I don't have to take Kaiser with me. It therefore allows me to take either Bulbat, Trap Tricks, or Turbo Drum with me when I go and catch Regigigas. I'm going to start by going in this direction. I started by going up the rock climb wall and just sort of messing around there. I did catch Flygon, but my commentary was very, very shit at the time. So it just sort of went south very, very quickly, unfortunately. So now I'm going to have to go and pick that one up again. But in the meantime, I've got a couple of other things that need to be picked up. Most of which are going to be caught with the Meridian Sound. So before I go into this cave, I need the Meridian Sound to allow me to encounter this here Pupitar right here, this here Pupitar. Because, as I've mentioned numerous times in this LP, you can't find any of the pseudo-legendaries, at least in their final forms, in the wild. So here I've got to catch this Pupitar and then give it a rare candy. I only need to give it one, and it will evolve into Thingus. There's an Expert Belt, which would be nice against anything that likes hitting, or like sweeping and shit like that. And also here's Shelgon. I need to pick up one of these to add to the thing. Also an Air Slash killed it in one hit. Why it was able to do that, I've got no idea. But whatever. Does it really? Okay. I kind of wonder now if the other Shelgon just had fuck all special defense. Or I just hit a crit without even realizing it. But there we go. There's Shelgon. And here is... hurry up. Here is another Shelgon. I need to catch two of them because I didn't have Shelgon before. And I don't have Salamence either, so I've got to catch another one of these and evolve one of the two into Salamence. So that's those two sorted out for the collection. There's Tyranitar sorted out for the collection. Now I'm going to sort of show off the general direction you need to go to pick up your Regigigas. Obviously I can't get into the room in question, but just going to sort of show it off here. Yeah, there's just a random freaking statue thing just sort of blocking the way here. I'm pretty sure that was copied ad verbatim from, like, from something. I can't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure that that like prophecy or whatever the hell was copied straight from one of the other games. But anyhow, now that is out of the way, I will explore the rest of Mount Silver and then go after the Regigigas next time. That room that you encounter it in is actually the same room that you would normally encounter Moltres, but since Moltres has been moved, they decided to put Regigigas in there because the room served no other purpose otherwise. Stealth Rock TM, I don't know, arbitrarily curious to see if anyone can actually learn this. Grills can, but I'm not giving it to Grills because screw that. I think there's like an item here I can pick up. Yeah, it's just right here. Magma. Whole bunch of big, nasty monstrosities in this area. And there's 7 different rooms. At least I think there's 7 different rooms. There's the Regigigas room, the main room. Regigigas room, the main room, the Shelgon room. This outside area. There's another outside area with snow. Then there's the spiral room. The last room before the top, and then the top itself. I think that's 7. I mean, 8 if you count the outside area, but I don't, because it's not part of the dungeon itself. Anyhow, getting Meridian Sound going so that I can come and cross a Flygon here. And so if I go ahead and catch that... no, I'd like to catch that. Thank you. Apparently it's called the Desert Spirit. Don't know what you're on about. it's the Pokedex. It's usually full of shit. Never sold those vitamins. Not that I really care that much for it. You can piss off. No, game. You can piss... No! God's sake, 3 times? Is the ROM hack, like, starting to die on me or something here? Also, what hole's that? Oh, that's the hole I initially came from. Okay. I don't know why I'm using the super repels, because it's like... It lets me get through this area a bit quicker. The problem, however, is that when I get up to this area, I need to waste it. Because there is a Pokemon here that I need to catch. So let me go ahead and jump into that. Hopefully run into it sooner rather than later. It is most certainly not Graveler. It is indeed Magnezone, though. Rock Slide's going to do jack shit. Superpower and Flare Blitz will kill it. So let's try getting up a nasty plot and then just air slashing the shit out of this thing. The thing that actually made me lose my first segment was the fact that I missed with Hypnosis like 3 or 4 times in a row. And then in the process of weakening this thing, I hit it with a critical and killed it. And it just sort of pissed me off. And I already had shitty commentary leading up to it, and so the whole thing was just like, fuck it, it's just going to turn into a cop-out. Also, Trap Tricks, you need to really stop. No, goddamn it. Okay, you know what? No, I'm not accepting this. I'm switching back into Bulbat, and I'm putting you to sleep. No! No, 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 no! I will be bringing Bulbat back to life. I switch in, you will not be using Zap Cannon. Okay? I'm using Hypnosis, and Hypnosis hits. Thank you very much for not missing. Why the fuck was Magnezone such an asshole to catch? It had no right to be such an asshole to catch. That would be a rhyme, except it's fucking alliteration and not rhyming. Piss off. Stupid fucking thing. Alright, now I can put a repel back up because I don't need to catch anything else in this area. You'll notice that this is the only area that actually requires Rock Smash to do anything, but it's just to get a handful of items, so it is not at all mandatory to do. I should probably take the time to go out there and pick up a Bomber Snow, since you can find that in the grass here, but I'll pick that up a little bit later. At this rate, I'm going to be done exploring Mount Silver within about 10 minutes. I'm going to end up frickin' beasting my way through the rest of this frickin' thing. Wait. Oh, great. How the hell do I navigate this place? Because I want to get this item. Okay, let me... Okay, well, since the repel's worn off, let me go ahead and try to find an Abomasnow here. Yeah, I didn't think it was Meridian Sound in here. Was that a crit? No, it was super effective because ice against... Yeah, okay. Let's just weaken this thing. Thank you. Now, get in the ball. That's the way. Alright, so there's a Abomasnow. Let me see. This is probably just going to end up being, like, very, very shitty padding, but... Ah, lovely. All I had to do was go in this direction from here, and I could grab the item. I apologize for that. Anyhow, calcium. Oh, shit, there's another item. Easily reach, though, so that's not that big of a deal. Okay, there's a max revive, and goddammit, there's another item. I also have to wonder what made me think that this was a spiral room, but I guess the way that you're navigating this kind of does make it like you're taking the most roundabout routes just to get to these items, so I guess it does kind of make sense. Alright. Yeah, because we want to go down here, and then once that's out of the way, we need to use Rock Climb to get all the way up to the top here. Oh, wait. Item. Pure Incense. That is for... What was that for again? I think that was for... I think that was for Chingling? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that gets you Chingling. That's a dead end, which leads to another rare candy, which I will almost certainly not be using, because I'm only going to be using 2 of them. Okay, so now I get to go all the way down. And, okay, I thought you could actually go up here and go over to the other side, but no, you've actually got to come out here. Go out the cave, thank you. You think it's an arsehole? You think this place is an arsehole to navigate here? It was even worse in Crystal Kaiser because, again, you know, wild Pokemon being level 100, and then you fight Red, and he's got a whole bunch of level 127 things at Thingus and Minguses. Speaking of which, I mentioned I found a shiny Executor. It was actually out in that little area outside the dungeon. I'm not too sure if it actually counted as Mount Silver or Route 28 though. I'm pretty sure you can find out where you've obtained your Pokemon, but it's not in the thingamabob. It's you got to talk to some old lady who tells you where they came from. But anyways, here's my champ. Dynamic Punch? No, I don't think we're going to have a bar of that. I wouldn't want a bar of bloody Stone Edge either, but whatever. Okay, can we get you in the ball? No, apparently not. No, apparently not. Okay, there we go. That, I do believe, is the last non-legendary Pokemon of the game. Never mind frickin' radio sounds or anything like that. And if you go up here, go through that and it will lead you to Red. If you're playing Pokemon Spirit Gold, the long-forgotten of Drowner's ROM hacks, you'd have to fight Arceus here before you ascended. But thankfully, you don't have to do that. Because instead, what we have to do is, hello Red, we get to interact with the space directly in front of him, and it will net us the Sky Plate. That would be the last plate item of the game. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, the plate hunt has been brought to a close. This guy can just sort of go fuck himself for right now because I'm not fighting him. He far outclasses me, and I don't have a flyer here, so I'm going to have to waltz all the way back, unless I've got an escape rope. Yeah, of course I've got escape ropes. I bought like 10 of the damn things. Okay, so we are out of there now. And the next thing that we get to do is go after Regigigas. So in order to do this, I need to... first let me take the time to put these away. I believe you go right there. Let's see... Pretty sure you've got to go like right here or something like that. I think it goes like that, and then like that, and then number 30 in that box is Uxie. And there's these two, which are... Okay, well that one's going to become the thing, so let me go ahead and grab those two out and evolve them. Must have all of the padding in the world. And so there's Salamence. Does not learn Fly because it didn't evolve at 50. And then there is Tyranitar. So that's those two added to the collection. 241, 270, so there is Tyranitar. Then we have Salamence, which just sort of goes there. And then I'm going to go all the way over here, grab out the Shelgon. I think that's going to fit in the right spot. Yes, it will. The rest of the stuff there is just legendaries, Weather Trio, Deoxys. That one is number 330, is it? Yeah. It'll go in and fill this box. And then I believe that's everything? Yeah, it is. Alright, so now I get to go into this box again and then grab out these 3 baubles. So if I do that, and then I also need to bring Gyarados for Surf and Waterfall, and then Grills for Rock Climb, which therefore makes Bulbat my Sleep Inducer, because I think it's got slightly more accuracy than Thingus. Okay, so I think we're about prepared for dealing with this stupid frickin' Titan creating son of a bitch. You will also notice that this place is pretty much deserted, aside from the fact that Red's there and there's a Pokemon Center and Cameron just outside. But if it's in the anime, just because there's no real reason to not make chit-chat and it's entirely pointless. In the anime, this is where the Johto League would take place. It's just called the Silver Conference. And instead of it just being Mount Silver, it's just sort of Silver Town. I think the mountain's still there, but there's just like a town at the foot of the mountain, instead of it just being isolated from everything else. Okay. I think we're about good, so if we interact with this, breaks that. And then there's Regigigas standing exactly where Moltres would stand, but since Moltres has been moved, we get to deal with this guy. Now, most of you are probably aware of this, but this thing has an ability called Slow Start, which cuts its attack and speed in half for the first 5 turns of the battle. That's what makes this thing a piece of shit. What makes Drayano an almost piece of shit is the fact that he removed this for the hack. So it's probably better off if I lead with Grills, because this thing is going to have access to its maximum amount of speed and attack right from the word fucking go. That was 2 words, but whatever. Anyhow, yeah, Regigigas now just has regular pressure. So now, and that it is outspeeding me and kind of just not really destroying me all that well, surprisingly enough. What will it do to Bulbat? Well, this thing has a super effective move against Bulbat, and Crush Grip, that's a really awesome thing called Stab. That could be an arsehole to me right there. Revenge is going to do jack shit. There's the Zen Headbutt. Go to sleep. And I'm out of... The only reason I have run out of Hypnosis here was because I forgot to heal. And that has just cost Bulbat her life. So let's just sort of bring that life back. Oh, great. Now Grills is going to have to take one for the team. Alright, throw a Premier Ball, whatever. Why am I not surprised it immediately broke out? Can't quite remember what the damage output of Crush Grip is. I think it's only for like, I think it's like dependent on the opponent's HP or something like that. Or is that something else? Whatever. Oh, for fuck's sake. This thing has missed with Hypnosis 6 times in a row. I swear to fucking God. It's missed 3 here, and I reckon it's missed twice before it died. Thank you very much for not missing. What the hell is Bulbat doing? Fucking Jesus. And pressure's not exactly helping the cause here either, because... Oh, there it fucking well goes. I get the impression that I was probably better off with Paralysis. What the hell do these things have for moves? Nothing that can inflict status. Great. I also like how this guy is strategically using a combination of Zen Headbutt and Crush Grip to kill my Pokemon. It's like, for some reason, it's actually smart. And no, I'm not bothering to put the fucking thing back to sleep, because I know for a dead set fact that this thing is going to dodge 3 Hypnosis in a row, and then follow that up with, when I finally put it to sleep, it wakes up after 1 turn. I already know that this is going to happen. See, there it goes. It connects. I'm only going to get 1 shot at this. Oh, would you look at that? It actually decided to surprise me for once. This thing pisses me off far more than you could ever possibly imagine. And the fact that it doesn't have slow start does not help this cause a great deal. Because I have to take the time to frickin' heal up the power points, and on this occasion it decided to wake up immediately. Not even giving me the opportunity to throw even so much as 1 ball at it. Yay. And that's that. Please excuse me while I flip a table and then work out how the fuck I'm gonna catch this piece of shit. You piece of fucking shit, you just about gave me a fucking headache. Fuck off. Face off. Getting the fuck out of here. Oh, I don't even have the fucking words. You can... Yeah, I switched to Turbo Drum because putting the damn thing to sleep was just that fucking bullshit. Because Bulbat's accuracy was just that far fucking off. It was literally 50-50. It was literally just miss, hit, miss, hit, miss, hit. That's literally how it fucking went down. God fucking damn it. And Timid sucks for it. If it was Jolly, it would be perfect, but it's Timid, so it sucks. I was actually thinking about maybe sending in a frickin' Ghost Dark type, but then I realized it has Foresight, so it just tells you to get fucked anyway. They really, really planned ahead with this fucking thing. Do me a favor, if you ever make a ROM hack of your own, please, for the love of God, do not take Slow Start off Regigigas. That was some fucking arse to fucking deal with. It was horrid. I'm not fucking dealing with that bullshit again. Ugh. I kind of need to just take my fucking mind off that for a fleeting moment. Whatever. We're done with it. I'm just going to go to the Pokemon League now, and we're going to go and do that rival fight. 40 fucking minutes of recording, and I'm only just now getting onto the frickin' rival fight. I'm probably going to end up shaving like 15 minutes off of it though, so it might not be the worst idea. Alright. Let's get the team together. Lead with Bulbat, just to sort of scope out what his lead is going to be. This is, I think, like, meant to be, like, one of the super, quote-unquote, super bosses of the game. But the super boss version of this is actually not this guy. There is actually one more fight that you can engage him in. But it's a very, very weird one, and it's literally only there to serve as a reference to Pokemon Stadium 2. Well-trained beyond recognition Pokemon are going to pound you. I don't think I ever actually did this fight in the original Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I did it a bunch of times in Silver, but I never did it in Heart Gold or Soul Silver. Oddly enough. So, Honchkrow lead. Immune to my Hypnosis shenanigans, so let's go ahead. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to start attacking now, so I'll just go into Turbo Drum and sort of take that. So I've got this, I have that other boss I just mentioned, and there's Red, there's Cynthia, Steven, and Lyra, so I'm not too sure how I'm going to be pacing that out. I imagine I'm probably going to have a bunch of time to spare once I've caught the rest of the Kanto Legends next time, so I'll probably add a thing or two into that. So, might just have to spread them out a bit. So, next up is the Meganium, which I'll just sort of murder with Ice Beam. Put up the wrong screen there, you should have gone with the light screen. And you tanked anyway. You piece of shit, you tanked anyway. Oh, fuck off. Seriously, fuck off. No, Hydro Pump, get out. Seriously, get out. That Reflect can run out any time it wants to, because I think it already has. But whatever. Wipe the Kingdra. You'll notice I'm not actually really giving two shits about this fight at the moment. Focus miss because, yeah, it always misses. Focus miss again. I imagine I just did dodge two focus blasts. I'll have to watch that one back. Okay, so he's still got the power obsession thing, but at least he's curbed it a bit. Whatever, it's a change. It's a start. Okay. Fuck it. Let's just milk this frickin' segment for all it's worth. Let's go and do another fight. I'm gonna go and take care of Lyra. And just as a random challenge condition, because I couldn't be asked going to Cherry Grove and walking back, I'm just going to do it with 5 of my team members. This is not really much of a super boss, though. I outclass her by a good 10 levels, so having 5 team members is not going to be a detriment to me in the absolute slightest. I would like to lead with Kaiser, though, because I do know what she's leading with. That's cool. Yeah, fight me. And you can just die to a surf. Die to a surf? Die to a surf. Next up is Frostlass. I shouldn't have expected any different, but Frostlass has pretty paper-thin defenses, so I imagine a Flare Blitz will belt this thing into the middle of next week. Good stuff. Probably a Azumarill up next. Yeah, here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and Turbo Drum. 72 means it's the ace. Shouldn't have expected anything different. She kind of loves her Marils. Next up would be Roserade, whose ass I will smash for 6 with Bobat. Sludge Bomb ain't gonna do shit. Ampharos. Ew. One thing I have that's super effective against it is in the PC. So let's mess with Sleep Powder. Thankfully I didn't. Because that thing was totally going to signal beam me into the middle of next week. And then lastly is the Ninetales, which just smash it with Turbo Drum. Bye. So, again, gives me no money for winning and absolutely no dialogue. Yeah, alright. Stingy bitch. Well, that's Autumn Lara and Mia dealt with. Probably going to get roasted for that one if she ever watches this video. And that's about it. Let's just abrupt ending. Going after more legendaries next time, so you get to see me suffer more. Yay! God, this last run on the fucking game is going to suck. I'll see you tomorrow.